Alright, welcome in my kitchen. It's not much, I don't need much, and let's make some culinary disappointment. Thai stampot. But also I'd like to take you with me and explaining how I'm gonna fix all these issues. So first we need potatoes. I got those. Let's start by the beginning. So one of the things I've said was I'm tired of being a depressed loser. Well, I'm still a loser though, but because I've been to the pub quiz 3 times, didn't break the podium yet, lost a couple of games of pool, won a few games of darts actually, terrible at golf, but that's not the losing I was talking about. Operative word being, I played all those games, and playing was at the heart of it. See, people tell you when you're depressed, you know, just go out and don't be depressed, and you'll be like, damn, that's good advice. Not, but actually it's the best advice. You will see in this series, like all of it's interwoven, I don't know. So it's easy to get to hit your goals spiritually if you're hitting your goals physically, and vice versa. But the easiest thing to do about depression is going out and having fun. This is the first time in 10 years I've left my home country for more than 5 days on end. It's been 6 weeks, mind you, but it meant I haven't had a holiday, I didn't experience anything new. So what I did is I gave myself a bit of leeway, a bit of leniency when it comes to the budget for those first 6 weeks, which are now done. And the depression was already over when the moment I decided. Well, no, it was over the moment I was able to pay everybody back for my bankruptcy, and it was solidified by my farewell party. Because the original idea was I'm going to live in paradise for a year, and if it still, you know, doesn't work out and I still feel like shit the whole time, you know, look for another solution. A final one, if you know what I mean. Not in the Hitler way, by the way. So that's off the table, just so you guys aren't worried. But what stays on the table is I was still depressed. So I gave myself the leniency to, you know, have fun. And I've met some great people, French, German, Dutch, Filipino, English, American, Australian, New Zealand, Burmese, Welsh, Irish, anything you can think of. Part 1 is the mashed potatoes, now done. So a lot of those fun things I didn't share with you because they were shared with other people. And you know, doing this is already kind of weird, especially when you've been doing it for 6 weeks. I'm not shy to tell people, but I'm not one to put a camera on anyone's face, you know what I'm saying? The reason I ultimately started recording myself at all is because I don't have any pictures of the last 10 years. And that's not by choice, it's just I wasn't happy, and if you're not happy, you're not willing to, you know, take pictures of great moments. Because even though I wasn't happy, there were moments with a silver lining, and there's no real memory of that left in a digital or in a physical space. So I started this for me, and my best mate said, you know, just chuck it online, see what happens. That's why it's online. Just so you know. Alright, part 2, very important part, is spekjes, as we call them, or bacon, as most people call them. Very essential little pieces of it. Fry it off for some crispy bits. Because I've been listening to Klaus Schwab, eating my bugs, owning nothing and being happy. Well, he's not gonna take this away from me. Alright, next. I've got this local stuff, which is like between endive, lettuce and kale, I think. So we'll just get rid of the butts, as we call them, and chuck them in the same pot as the potatoes to let it boil away. By the way, don't take me pretending to know what I'm doing as thinking I have some actual skill, because I don't. I'm good at tasting stuff, hence the name of the channel, but I'm not good at making stuff. Alright, this is in. Time for the last part. We have rookworst, but these are the closest I can find. Look more like hot dogs, to be honest, but they are smoked, so I've been told. And let's just add second meat source to chuck it in. Fry it off in the bacon fat. So it's all nice and bubbling away. And in the end we'll have to combine it with a little bit of milk, a lot of butter, and some cheese and some mustard to give it an authentic feel. However, there are no potato mashers for sale anywhere here, because this is the rice people kind of the continent, not the potato people kind of continent. I was lucky enough to find a peeler, to be honest. So I guess I'll use a fork. I'll keep you updated. Alright, so I also don't have a colander. Ah, fuck. So I had to do it with a plate. Now it's all, both of them are cooling off. And all that's left is heating up a little bit of milk with some butter and some cheese, putting it through. I hope, at least. So basically it's like a roux, but without flour. And loads and loads and loads of cheese. Just whisk it through. Cheesy, milky, buttery. Add that to your mashed potatoes. With lots of pepper and salt. Oh, I've almost forgot the mustard. I haven't got a pan big enough for this, to be honest. I guess I'll use the frying pan. I don't know. Ooh. That's the sound, alright? Not that, that's my phone. I mean this sloppy sound. Alright, this is me on my balcony. It doesn't look like much, but I'm a single guy in my 30s, who cares what my food looks like? I'll tell you what. It's not hard to make this tasty. 2 types of meat, butter, cheese, milk, a little bit of veg, and some potato. But this won't be the last time I'm making this. Cheers.